piece. I have a perspective. And this is on parenting. For anyone parenting any kid, hormonal, just, like maybe a little mental health situation, because I believe we are born with certain situations that are telling us that's what we need to overcome to be our better self. And as I observe one of my kids, I observe the struggles he's had since literally birth. Because he almost died on me when he's 3 months old. I mean, there's been 6 times he's almost died on me, besides the anger and like a lot of things that he has done to himself and has been put through, like, because I have been an imperfect person, but they have seen me change and transition and talk about it and admit my faults, because I take humility and accountability. Like, that's one of my biggest things to stay discerning. And besides that, like, looking past the guilt of a parent, because I know I've worked better and I know I'm done good and I've been the best that I can be for my kid. But I'm to the point with my son that he is not ready to 100% take accountability for his actions. And he's not mature enough yet. And every rose has its thorn. Like, and they bud and bloom whenever. But to distinguish the difference, like, I noticed a lot of people give up on those kids. I like that because I had that kid. And then when I was working at the school, I had a lot of the kids that got in trouble, like the misunderstood kids. And they get condemned at this age. Yet you just have to understand their thorns. And right now, as even adults, like, not everyone can take accountability for their actions. And as a youth growing up, they're still budding, they're still flowers. And as a parent, we shouldn't feel so hard on ourselves when we can't control them, because you can't control anyone. We can't keep picking and choosing who we can control. And that goes with our kids too. And our regret. Like, all I know is I can do the best I can, discern, and be the best mom, and keep my healthy boundaries too. Because it gets to verbal abuse with teenagers, I feel. But it can expand into adulthood. And I know we've tried multiple things, like all sorts of things. And I know he's doing a lot better, but right now, he just doesn't want to take accountability. And I have to accept that. And as he is about to join in to his own life, I mean, he'll be 17 soon, but here soon enough, all of a sudden that people think your kid's 18, and then like overnight, like, they're mature, which is just an illusion on how they just throw kids out. And it's, I don't know. I'm just kind of going in circles, but don't be so hard on yourself. And maybe I'm not a super person with my kid. Like, I can help other kids think because they're ready to open, but my son isn't ready to listen completely. He does some. I'd be planting seeds like crazy, but he might listen to someone else, just like I have talked to other youth, and I help them compared to people in their life. So I'm to the point of what can I do different, and not feeling bad about it, and not feeling like it's all my fault, because he's still on his own path and I'm doing the best I can. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to hold on to the past. I'm going to be in the day, because then I'm going to hold on to all the things he used to do and I used to do, and I can't. All I have to know is he's a flower growing. And once he's older, I know with all my heart that God will find him in that way. He'll find himself, because we are all connected. But until then, I just have to stand strong and try something different and not let it get to me, because I feel like it's around. But if you also look at this, think about the kids that are in foster homes and they age out at 18. As a mom, I got an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old. I mean, I got another kid too, 11. But I can't even imagine at 18, like, here you go. Like, I don't know. So we should just be more humble and empathetic and understanding. And things are not okay, but what else can we do besides condemning them? Like, why can't we see, why are they hurt? What do they need? Instead of fear and guilt or whatever, Because I admit I felt guilt at first because I was like, I'm his mom, but society has taught me to do that. And that's not me not taking accountability and knowing that I have to do things. But when your kid's bigger than you and kind of aggressively angry inside, I just have to wait for him to work through it. I don't know if you get me.